Guys, how we doing? So this I think is gonna be my final sort of vlog, final video on my summer cut, should we say, where I've actually lost 3 stone, discovered a hell of a lot more. So a hell of a lot more about my body, about myself, about fitness. Really quite a remarkable time for this for me now, because I'm gonna delve into it. So it's a little bit of it, not a little bit of a longer video. It's gonna be a bit more of a relaxed video. I am gonna be having my coffee because I want to try and make sure that I get everything that has been going on. So because I do think these real videos like that do help you rather than just like information. I think people need to just sometimes see someone's experience. So like over the years, my sort of experience in the gym has sort of changed. But sometimes I've not adapted my behaviour, my eating behaviour, or anything around it, because like years ago, back in the day when like I first started training, I wasn't a personal trainer. When I was about 21, I worked in a leisure centre. I was actually a lifeguard, but my whole thing that I really cared about during the week was just to train as hard as I possibly can. I take loads of caffeine before the workout. I would literally just put my headphones in, and I did train very, very, very hard, and that did allow me, which I didn't really realise at the minute because I didn't really eat that time or generally. It did allow me to eat a lot of food, and I didn't really track calories or anything. I didn't really know, but I maintained a very lean, decent physique on very low on quite a high amounts of food. So as I've sort of progressed different stages in my life with the business or with family, with kids, yes, I still prioritise training, and I still prioritise hard training, but I don't think, right, I need to absolutely, I used to train a lot harder than what we train in the THQ sessions, but the hour after the session, I'd crash. I'd probably had all the caffeine I'd had. But I didn't really care years ago because all I had to do was only on either 6'2", 210 or whatever, and I could just go home and sleep. I didn't have a family, I didn't really have a business to work on out of hours, and if I wanted to sleep, I could sleep. And so which I sometimes did. But now I've got to think, right, well, I need to be quite energised when I get home. I need to be doing this certain work. So my training over the years hasn't been as intense. It's still intense. It's a work hard, but not as intense. But sometimes my caloric habits, should we say, sort of, I do restrict them a little bit more than what I used to. But this is before this cut. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I have just been eating the same, and this is where I think my body sort of fluctuated over the years, and especially when we opened Whaley, when we opened Leek, my training sort of suffered a little bit. Now I still trained, so I went to the gym, but my performance wasn't there because my mind was on 10 million different things all the time, trying to get done, because I knew I had to get them done before I had to get home for the family, because I didn't want it to affect that, and it just all. But then I was still consuming high amounts of calories, and this is where I think that I've sort of gone wrong over the years. So because I've had in my head, and this is my breakthrough, I've had in my head that I maintain 14 stone because I used to be able to maintain 14 stone, and that was I was lean on that. I felt good on that, and I think it was just the amount I trained on that. And that was my sort of calorie set point. That was my weight where I felt good. That's what I've always believed. I thought if I started to get over near 15 stone, which I did at the start of this cut, near 15 stone, then I'm putting a bit of body fat. I need to knock it back down to 14 stone. So that's what. But now, obviously, the position I'm in, I still train hard and stuff, things like that. But not as I don't think my calorie my weight set point is 14 stone anymore, because this is what remarkable things happen now. When I've just done this cut, my main goal was to be, I want to be lean, I want to be good, you know, I've got my wedding coming up and my stag do coming up, but at the same time, I didn't want to feel absolutely drained, like I've really done a really good cut for my wedding, because what's the point in that? It's supposed to be a good day, I need to be full, I need to be energized. So what I've done is 3 weeks before, just before I get too lean, so I'm not as lean as what I did when I did my shoot, just before I get too lean, it's about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I just stopped my calories. I stopped my calories where they were, about 2,000, 2,200 maybe, stopped them, decreased my steps, decreased my training output, and just sort of just managed it. I was still struggling to eat that type of food, really, generally. Like, I didn't feel normal, completely normal on it, but I was just struggling to eat it. Like, not eating it, struggled to not go over them calories. I still find it like I was dieting. But then recently, now I'm at, like, this is the breakthrough, is that I'm at 12 stone now. I'm fluctuating from a couple of pounds here, a couple of pounds there, but I feel normal. Like, I'm not dieting. Like, I'm eating, like, I've pushed my calories up to 2,600 for a few days, but yesterday I could have ate 1,900. I did eat, I think I ate 2,000. And another remarkable thing is I'm back to normal with my training. Like, I train legs, not normal. I'm talking years ago. I'm talking what I have been doing, because the last couple of weeks I've sort of just really not been training hard, because I didn't want to lose any more weight, and I didn't want my face to go too thin, you know, because I needed for it to stabilise. But I've just started training hard again, and I feel fine. Still eating 2,000 calories, and I feel absolutely fine. And I tried 3 days in a row. This is now, like, and it's today. I've woke up and I feel after a big leg session on a dieting phase just before you go, that should really do you. Like, after 15 weeks of dieting, you should be, like, you know, but I'm not. And I'm going to get up, I'm up now, I'm up early, I'm going to go and train, and I'm going to have a big, hard session, like, for an hour, which I've not been doing. So my point I'm trying to get is, because I've held it off, because I didn't want to get any leaner, because it was a different type of goal, it wasn't like I wanted to get in shape for my wedding, I didn't want to feel like rubbish, so because I held it off for so long, and I've spoke to Ryan about this, and I spoke to my coach about this, because this is something I've read about many times, but this is something that I've never experienced, so I needed to get a bit of feedback, and this isn't, you know, I'm not giving you the science behind this, I'm just telling you my experience, and this is why it's a bit of a longer video. I think I've changed my calorie set point, so what my body is happy with. I am happy now at 2,000 calories. I'm happy now at maybe 2.5, or, you know, round about that. Or I can function. I can do all my work normally. I can train normally. I can feel normally. I can sleep. Everything is back to normal. It is absolutely bizarre to me. Like, even yesterday, my partner asked me to go and pick up a Chinese for her. Like, 15 weeks on a diet, imagine that. Like, I'd had my food, I felt full. I trained legs that day, and I went up to pick up a Chinese for her. Didn't even, like, and bearing in mind, I've been driving over the market, over where all the Buxton kebab house are and things, and that smell has really been making me like, oh God, I could really do that. But I'm just back to normal now. And this is the most remarkable thing. And when I've spoke to Ryan and my coach about it, and yeah, they both do agree with me that I have changed my calorie set point, what my body's happy at. My body is happy now at 12 stone. I can train as much. And so what I'm going to do is after, my goal is I do need to bring sort of more alcohol back into my diet because I do crave that. I'm not alcoholic, but I do crave that weekend and that bit more flexibility. So what I'm going to do is, now I know that my calories are, like I've said this before, my calories are 2,500 ish to 2,000. You know, I can maintain 12 stone on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start my steps again, and I'm walking as much as I can, and I'm going to try 5 days of hard training again. Might chuck in a few bike rides or something, but generally my 5 weight training sessions and my steps. Once I start to put that in, that's about 300, 400 calorie burn, probably a bit more. I'm going to be able to have about 2,800 calories a day. That's what I've worked out. So I'm going to have my 5 low days of 1,900, in fact 1,900. Then I'm going to have my 2 high days of 5,000, Friday and Saturday. I'm going to be very strict on them low days, and I'm also going to be very strict to myself on them 2 high days to not go over it, to make sure my calories hit over the 7 days. But and make sure my weight is now staying around the 12 stone mark. You know, over the next 12 months, it might go up a couple of pounds if I put up a couple of pounds of muscle. I'm not trying to break any records here, but my point is my weight is stabilised now. I'm not going back up to 14 stone. I'm going to stay at 12 stone. I'm going to have a check-in every week with my coach to make sure that I am staying around that, and making sure that my progress pictures and everything. So I'm doing a lot of things to make sure that I am going to stay around that. But my point of this video, and this is why it's more of a relaxed chat, is I have changed my calories, my weight set point, my body set point over these years, and I think it's absolutely remarkable, and I think you guys as well can do the same. So whatever process you're on, just stick with it, and honestly, this is amazing to me. It's completely life-changing. So yeah, stick with it, communicate with us. But that, again, I can't give you the exact science on it, but I know it is a thing. I've learned about it for many times. And what we normally do with the shoe, for example, is when we bring people calories down, we then reverse diet them back up. And when they get to about 600-700 calories, so probably just above where they started, they feel full, energized, and they can carry on, and they start to get stronger. They can carry on bringing that calorie threshold up. And that is what I intend to do over the next 6 to 12 months. I do intend to try and push them calories higher than 2,800, but maintain 12 stone. And that's what we try and get to do to people. But I expect it to feel normal again, probably 2 or 3 weeks after the diet, not the week before, like, or the 2 weeks or 3 weeks before my wedding. I didn't expect it to feel normal now, but I do. So yeah, pretty mad. But this is my final vlog. I do understand it's a long video, but I think it's so important. So if you have listened to this to the end, and I hope it's been worthwhile and I've not wasted 13 minutes of your life. But yeah, I think it is a big breakthrough. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, whatever you do, and take care, and I will see you in the sessions very soon.